right? And so I didn't know anything about audio video productions. I didn't know, like, go to the podcast. I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. So what I did is I have a system in my head. I'm a very structured person. So what I do is, this is what I would tell people who are looking like, well, which movie or video do you think is good enough? This is what I do. You Google the name, the first 5 you look at their views. If their views is so high in the millions, you know that is good because people keep coming back to it. If their views is less than 100,000 and there's so many more that have millions, go for the ones that have the highest. That's why. So I don't waste my time all day trying to veg out on all these things because you're going to overwhelm yourself. So look at how many views they have and, maybe the likes, because it's like Yelp, right? Why would you go to a 1-star restaurant when you can go to a 5-star restaurant? The same thing with YouTube. Why would you want to go for 200 views when you can have 1.2 million views? So you kind of just make sure. So that's what I did is I looked at the people that are very technical on audio video and I learned, but also learning is the process. If they go super technical and you're not used to that, you get lost, right? So what I do is, since I'm a kinesthetic learner, I'm like, pause, wait, which button is this? So you can pause them and really learn. And then I'm like, okay, now I know what to do with that, right? And I'm comfortable. And then I just practice. But that's what I do to streamline my time, because people were like, how do you do all these things? Like, what is happening? I said, I have a method to my madness. I always go for the bulk, meaning like, what is the credibility of this person? I saw someone today like, pitch slap on my DM. I'm going to coach you on getting your business, this. And I'm like, okay, I'm always open. I don't shut down. So I look at the people and I'm like, okay, first of all, what you have in your profile is that you worked at Home Depot and then COVID happens and now you're a life coach. What is your credibility? Right? And I'm like, man, you guys are giving us a bad name here for coaches. So I'm a servant leader. That's who I am. And as far as credibility goes, I have over 10,000 students, and I'm sure I can pull one of them to tell you what kind of teacher I am, for sure.
Wow. And see, now you just brought that up, CJ, about the our expertise. And since COVID, that's what I did was I was always out in the field. I traveled by flight. I traveled by car. I was gone a lot. Plus I had a small child and my mother would help me with her because I had just gone through divorce. So I was on the road a lot, traveling. And then after when COVID year hit, then I had to decide, how am I going to pursue now what do I do now, for, professional wise. And I knew how to, I had done public speaking somewhat, but I had never interviewed before. But I said, I took a chance. Sometimes you take a risk with things, and I'm still learning. It's still a learning ground, for me. And, but I wasn't afraid to talk to people. Never been afraid to do that. I mean, that's something I enjoy doing. Conversations come easy for me. So I said, okay, well, I want to reach out even globally and connect with relationships. So that's what I invited people to do that. Plus it gave them visibility in different networks. So it was a collaboration, like you mentioned. Collaboratively, we benefited one another. I was able to meet them, get a chance to know them, and a lot of those people I know today because they were spotlighted. I did spotlights on them, and more people are now following them from the podcast, the broadcast I did. There are people that are following them today. They said, Marlene, I'm following Brett Packer because when you spotlighted him and I got to hear him speak, now I'm following him, which I said, that's wonderful. That's a blessing. I feel good to hearing that. Yeah. I do. It's not just benefiting me, but benefiting the people that I'm in connection with. But like you were saying, take your expertise from within. What is it that you're passionate about? And I love, like you do, help educating. And I love to be educated. And then also collaborating to see how can I be of a benefit to someone else. That's what I'm doing today. That's really what it's about. And then my book talks about the pandemic. And, before, after, collaboration is a very true benefit of what my book is about. It's about collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Think, because I always tell my students, right, because they always feel like, especially in Asian cultures, we compete too much.
Yep.
Literally, we compete too much. Like, I'm number one. No, I'm 1.02 and milliseconds. That's just an Asian thing, right? And I said, okay, if you just focus on me and my experiences, I have 25 years of experience of leadership. Now, if I add Marlene on there plus mine, now we double that up to almost 100 years. Now, if I add Brett for 30 years, now we're 130. Now, you see what I mean? Like, if I keep adding people and their leadership skills, and our topic is leadership skills, we could hit 1,000 years quickly on those experiences. And instead of having my solution, we have now thousands of solutions. Why would you stop that?
Wow. Yes.
Right? So
yes.
I taught, so in my class, I do experiential learning. That means I will give a topic, I will tell you what I feel, and then boom, tell me how you feel about that. What are your thoughts on it? And then everyone can learn and add to this learning process, right? No longer are the days where I sit there and lecture. I hate that anyway. I get in trouble because I'm the type that I like to party in my class. Like literally I have music, I have ABBA, I like old school. I will have Journey in there and Eagles and, and Beatles. And they're like, this is a different class. I was like, yeah, I want you to be in a mindset that you're happy to be here. Not like, oh, another lecture on ethics today, And then I give you something to do. I give you the materials. And then now we get to go, let's research the materials of how that works today. Could be 100 years old. It doesn't matter. It's all about learning what not to do, right? And what to do also to make sure that we're on the same path. Like when we're talking about business, right? And trends, I'm like, look around you. How many businesses have closed before even COVID, a lot. And it's because we are so inundated with so much going on. But at the end of the day, we all want convenience. Hello, Amazon. You don't have to go out anymore. Everything is delivered. Everything is 2 days, And so there's nobody to blame but us, because we're the one who's driving all of these technology, all of these chat GPTs, all of these streamlining, because we're so busy. If you really want to change, then we have to collectively change slowly back. If you want to change, it's not one person, but it starts with one person, which is ourselves, and then have a ripple effect.
I was going to tell you, tell us more about the empowerment workshop that you have. You said for leaders. Is that?
Oh yeah. So today, we have Henna. She's a CEO founder, but she's also a director. She's into so much things. And so today she gives us tools on communications as a business leader, on the tools that you can do for yourself and for your team, because everything that we do, it starts from within. What I do, I'm actually going to create a membership program starting August for Level Up Academy. There's a lot of facets in there. So the first membership is free to everybody. To be in Level Up Academy, it's free. You get free workshop every single month, different topics. I did January on vision boarding. I might have to do it because I have a lot of requests going on. And then every single month is different, but it's always about either personal growth or business. Mostly it's personal growth and business, those two. So that's free membership. The second type of membership that I'll have is a monthly membership where you can afford, it's like $50 a month, but you get a video and something that you can see me teach you with a workbook. Then on my third one, which is my last one, is an annual one where you have basically all the videos that you need, the workbooks that you need, and you can just pick and choose which one you want to learn. And you will also get a weekly Zoom with the group so that we can discuss what we just learned. And I'll just pick and choose the class, because sometimes it's better on a group meeting than you doing it alone.